everyone, I hope you're well. Today's new learning is going to be about science. Previously in our science learning, we have looked at animals. We have looked at labelling the different parts of animals and also seeing what's the same and what's different compared to humans. We also looked at the 3 different types of animal diet, and they are, can you remember? Carnivore, herbivore and omnivore. Well done if you could remember those. Today we're going to be thinking about animal groups, how we can group animals in different ways. Take a look at this. Here I have sorted animals into 2 groups. On the left you'll see that there are animals that we do find on the farm, and on the right animals that we do not find on a farm. I've now sorted the animals in a different way. On the left, I've placed animals that have a tail, and on the right, I've placed animals that do not have a tail. I have now sorted the animals into 2 new groups. On the left, you will see animals with wings, and on the right, there are animals that do not have wings. And for my last sorting activity, on the left I've put animals that have fur, and on the right animals that do not have fur. Now I decided how to sort those animals into groups, but real scientists have decided to sort animals or classify animals into 6 main groups. Do you know what they are? Let's take a closer look at the 6 main groups. Amphibians. Amphibians live on land and in water. They lay their eggs in water. Take a look at the frog and the salamander. Can you notice any similarities and differences between them? Reptiles. Reptiles live in water and on land. They have scales and are cold-blooded. This means that they cannot keep warm by themselves and need to be in a warm place. They lay their eggs on land. Take a look at the lizard and the snake. Can you notice any similarities or differences between them? Mammals. Mammals usually have hair or fur. Mammal babies are born alive, so not in eggs. Their mother feeds the babies milk. We are mammals. Can you see any differences and similarities between the lion and the zebra? Fish. Fish live in water. They have fins instead of legs and gills instead of lungs. They lay their eggs in water. Can you see any similarities or differences between the clownfish and the neon tetra? Insects. Insects have 6 legs. Their bodies are made up of 3 parts. Some have wings. They lay eggs. Take a look at the butterfly and the ladybird. What's the same and what's different? Birds. Birds have a beak, wings, feathers and 2 legs. They lay eggs. Take a look at the penguin and the mandarin duck. What things are the same and what things are different? So I've just shown you the different animal groups that scientists use. Can you remember the names of them? Take a look at this picture. Which animal is a mammal? Oh, look, the polar bear. He's got fur, and I know he doesn't lay eggs, so he must be the mammal. Oh, and there's a bird in the bottom right corner. I know it's a bird because it has feathers and a beak. What about the reptile? Oh yes, the chameleon is a reptile. It doesn't have fur, but it lays eggs, and I know that it needs to keep warm in the sun. Can you see the fish in the bottom left? It has fins and gills to breathe. And the insect, that's right, in the middle at the bottom there, a beetle. And lastly, the amphibian, the frog. We know that frogs live both on land and in water. So, in today's science lesson, we've been learning about grouping animals, and we've learned that scientists group animals into 6 different groups. Let's see if we can remember the names of those groups when we look at these different animals. It's a toucan. It's got a beak, it's got feathers, and it lays eggs. So what group do you think it belongs to? Yes, it's a bird. Well done. And, here we go. This one. It's got gills, lives in water. Yep, it's a fish, and it belongs to the fish group. Well done. We have a rather large giraffe. It's got fur, very short fur, and it doesn't lay eggs. Yep, it's a mammal. Well done. Now, this, I've been told by my son, is a giant forest ant. What group does it belong to? That's right, it's an insect. And next one. Now, I know that this animal likes to live both in water and on land. So what group does it belong to? Yes, it's an amphibian. Well done. Let's have a look at our last animal. There it is, a snake. It has scaly skin. It lays eggs. And it has to use the sun to keep warm. What group do you think it belongs to? That's right, it's a reptile. Well done. Okay, it's challenge time. Do you have some toy animals at home that you could sort into different groups? Can you sort them into the 6 different groups that we learnt today? Can you draw pictures of different animals and label them with which group they belong to? Perhaps you could make a poster about each animal group. Whilst looking in your books, you could try and spot animals and decide which animal group they belong to. Did you know there are 2 egg-laying mammals in the world? Can you find out what they are? Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing all your wonderful work in the comments below. Bye for now.